Remember the days when you'd lose all your photos if your phone died? Or having to sort through thousands of vacation pictures to find that one perfect shot? Well, today we're diving deep into Google Photos, the cloud-based solution that's revolutionized how we store, organize, and share our visual memories. I've been using Google Photos since it launched back in 2015, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make it work for you in 2025. Google Photos has come a long way since it launched. It originally made waves by offering unlimited storage for high-quality photos, which was honestly a crazy good deal. But in 2021, Google ended that party. Now Google Photos shares its 15 gigabytes free storage quota with Gmail and Drive, with paid plans available through Google One if you need more space. Despite this change, Google Photos remains one of the most powerful photo management tools available. After extensive testing and daily use for years, I can confidently say its AI-powered organization and search capabilities put it miles ahead of most competitors. We'll start with some basic functions, but stick around and I will show you how to take full advantage of Google Photos with some advanced features, tips, and tricks. So let's dive into it. First things first. Setting up Google Photos is pretty straightforward. If you're like on Android, it's likely already installed. For iPhone users, you'll need to download it from the App Store, and once installed, sign in with your Google account, and you'll be greeted with the main interface. The app will immediately ask if you want to enable backup and sync. This is Google Photos' most essential feature, automatically backing up every photo you take to the cloud. You'll need to decide between basically two quality options: Storage Saver, which compresses photos slightly but uses less space, or Original Quality, which keeps everything at full resolution but consumes obviously more storage. Here's a tip based on my experience. If you're using an Android phone with a high megapixel camera, the difference between Storage Saver and Original can be significant. With less high-end cameras though, I found that Storage Saver option still preserved enough detail for virtually all my needs while stretching my storage much further. Also, you want to decide whether Google Photos should back up when you're on cellular data or only on Wi-Fi. If you've got a limited data plan, I strongly recommend choosing Wi-Fi only to avoid unexpected charges or suddenly running out of data. Now that you're set up, let's talk about the main interface. Google Photos organizes everything chronologically in the Photos app. You'll see your most recent photos at the top, and you can scroll down to travel back in time through your photo history. The search option is incredibly powerful, and more on that later. And next to that, you'll find the Collections tab, where your albums live, essentially. Let's take a closer look at the Collections tab and talk about albums. To create a new album, tap the Library tab, then the New Album button. You can select existing photos or add them later. What's particularly useful is that the same photo can exist in multiple albums without creating duplicates or using extra storage. This means you can have an album called Family and another one called Vacation 2024, both containing the same family vacation photos without doubling your storage usage. Google Photos also automatically identifies when you've taken a bunch of photos at a specific event or location and suggests creating an album. I love this for my weekend trips. By Monday morning, Google Photos has already grouped those 200 photos from my hiking adventure and lets me turn them into an album with just one tap. Now that we've covered the basics of organization, let's talk about Google Photos' powerful search feature. It goes far beyond simple keywords or dates. You can search using natural language queries like photos of James in New York last summer, or videos from Christmas with mom. The system understands concepts and contexts just like literal tags. It can even identify text within your photos. So if you look at a picture of a business card or a restaurant menu, for example, you can search for words that appear in those images. You can also combine search terms for incredibly specific queries. For example, beach sunset California 2023 will only find beach sunset photos taken in California for that year. The more specific your search, the more precise the result results. As you accumulate thousands of photos, storage management becomes crucial, especially since you no longer get unlimited storage. Google Photos helps with this, though, through its storage management tool. To access it, tap your profile picture, then Account Storage, and finally, Manage Storage. Here, you'll find options to delete large photos and videos, blurry photos, screenshots, and other items already backed up from other apps. I recently freed up nearly 2 gigabytes by removing blurry photos I didn't even remember taking. The tool also identifies duplicates, like when I'd taken 3 nearly identical sunset photos trying to get the perfect shot. It suggested keeping just the best one. Another useful management feature is Archive. When you archive a photo, it remains in your Google Photos account but disappears from the main photo grid. This is perfect for receipts, screenshots, or other utilitarian photos you want to keep but don't need cluttering your main view. Google Photos includes surprisingly powerful editing tools directly in the app. Sure, it won't replace Photoshop for serious editing, but it's a nifty tool to quickly spruce up an image. To edit a photo, simply open it up and tap the Edit button. The basic adjustments include brightness, contrast, saturation, and even warmth. But there are also more advanced options like selective adjustment that lets you brighten just the face, leaving the background untouched. Google Photos offers one-tap filters and suggests enhancements based on the specific photo. If the lighting is poor, it might offer a fixed lighting option. Got a tilted photo? Google Photos will suggest straightening it. One of my favorite editing features is the Magic Eraser, which lets you remove unwanted objects or people from photos. Now, it's not perfect, but I've used it to remove photo bombers from vacation pictures, which impressively clean results. Just circle what you want to remove, and voila, the AI will attempt to fill in the background naturally. Now, it's not always perfect, but it gets the job done. For videos, Google Photos offers trimming, stabilization, and even the ability to export specific frames as still images. Again, the editing capabilities aren't going to replace professional software like Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve or Final Cut or whatever, but for quick touch-ups before sharing, they're more than adequate. Speaking of sharing, Google Photos offers several ways to share your photos. The simplest is tapping the share icon on any photo or video, which gives you options to send via messaging apps, email, or generate a link. But where Google Photos really shines is with shared albums. People invited to a shared album can view and also contribute to the album. It's perfect for events like weddings or family reunions where everyone is taking photos, and you can invite people via email to generate a link and then decide whether people can add their own photos to the album or whether they can see who else has access. One lesser known sharing feature I love is the ability to add comments to specific photos. In shared albums, you can tap a photo and leave a comment, creating a conversation around particular moments. I've seen families use this to identify distant relatives in old scanned photos, and friends use it to add inside jokes to party pictures. Now for some power user tips I've discovered after years of using Google Photos. Did you know you can add photos directly to Google Maps reviews? When writing a review in Google Maps, you can pull photos straight from your Google Photos without downloading and re-uploading them. You can also create animations from similar photos. Google Photos sometimes suggests these automatically, but you can make your own by selecting several similar photos, tapping Create, and then choosing Animation. Another great feature is Google Lens, which has been part of Google Photos since 2018. You can select an item from a photo, and Lens will show you all the information it can find on the web. You can also use Lens to select text in a photo. Google will recognize and let you copy the text. Similar to Lens is a companion app you can download called PhotoScan. With PhotoScan, you can scan older photos and upload them to your Google Photos account. It is a great way to preserve memories from before our lives became digital and keep them safe in case if originals get lost, damaged, or eventually fade away. Like Google Photos, PhotoScan is free to use. Let's talk about a few features you might have missed from the main interface. Memories, which appear at the top of your photo grid, use AI to create highlight reels from past events. These automatically generated collections surface photos from this day X years ago. The thematic groupings like summer fun or urban exploration is also quite useful. What makes this feature special is how it selects photos. Rather than just picking chronologically, it uses AI to identify your best shots, photos that are in focus, obviously, well composed, and feature people you interact with frequently. The Memories feature also includes cinematic photos, which add subtle 3D motion effects to still images, bringing them to life in an almost like Harry Potter-like way. These can be created manually. Google's AI chooses photos it thinks will work well with this effect. Although I prefer the mobile version, there's also a web version of Google Photos at photos.google.com that offers some additional features. The interface is larger and easier to navigate on a big screen, making it better for prolonged editing sessions or organizing large batches of photos. You can also create photo books directly from Google Photos, selecting images and having physical books printed and delivered. I've created several of these as gifts, and the quality is impressive, especially considering how easy the process is compared to traditional photo book services. As we wrap up, let's acknowledge the elephant in the room, which is storage limitations. With Google Photos now counting toward your Google's 15 gigabytes of free storage, many users will eventually need to decide whether to pay for more storage through Google One or adopt other storage management strategies. Google One plans start at $2 per month for 100 gigabytes and go up to $10 for 2 terabytes. And if you're a dedicated photographer or videographer, the investment might be worth it. Here's my practical advice after managing my own storage limits. Be strategic about what you back up at original quality. High-resolution smartphone photos and videos fill space quickly. Consider using storage saver quality for everyday snapshots and reserve original quality for your truly special photos or professional work. Also, take advantage of Google Photos storage management tools regularly. Quarterly cleanup sessions can prevent you from ever hitting your limit. Delete your duplicates, blurry photos, and screenshots you no longer need. It'll free up a lot of space. That was a lot. But Google Photos is just that good in my opinion, especially for being a free app. It remains one of the most powerful tools for managing your visual memories, despite no longer having unlimited storage. Its AI-powered organization, incredible search capabilities, and seamless sharing features still put it ahead of most competitors for the average user. What's your experience with Google Photos? Have you found any hidden features I didn't mention? Do you have a clever storage management strategy you'd like to share? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and, important, the notification bell to catch all of our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.